Brighton. Yes, we might really give them so much respect that these guys are very good in terms of how they do their business, but why does it feels like everything of their transfers always end the same? Okay, they sign players for free, then sell them for large amount of money. But this is a trend that people are not keeping up their eyes on. And I'm going to explain it and I'm going to try to exploit. I want to hear your thoughts and your comments in the comment section. Caicedo is just the recent person who's joining in the list of this. So let's get into the video. Don't forget to click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the Connect. Let's get into the video. So hello guys, welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. I'm your host Sam and we are back again with another one. So Moses Caicedo, yesterday he went on Instagram, on social media, to release a statement that he might be released by Brighton because the club has already been given at least 3/4 of the money that they wanted. So he was asking for a transfer request so that he can be released, so that he goes to the clubs of his dreams. At this moment, it looks like it's Arsenal because they are the team that has bidded. Now that is easy. I've just made everything easy. Brighton are saying no. They're saying he's not for sale. They will make more money on him in summer. That's what they believe. Now what is happening? Let's get into the video. So if you haven't been keeping up with the Brighton transfers and the sagas of Brighton and how they make so much money out of players that they get for practically nothing. First, Cucurella, how much did they buy him for? I think around 5 or 13 million. The second one, Trossard, how much did they buy him? I think nothing, according to what I heard, nothing. Caicedo, if I'm not forgetting, I think it was around 5 or even 3 million. So imagine a 3 million player now is being sold for 90 million, as it is the bid that they've set. They want 90 million for Cucurella. That's one. No, that is for Moses Caicedo, not Cucurella. For Caicedo, they bought Cucurella for the same amount and they sold him for 60 million pounds. 60 million pounds to Chelsea last season. Trossard, they just got around the 30 to 40 million, a player they actually got for nothing. But this is my problem. Okay, the business is good, they're making so much money out of their business, but the problem is this. Why do every single time it feels like their hand has to be pushed for a player to move? Cucurella asked for a request to go out, a transfer request. Trossard decided to bank football and he was not attending so that he could leave. Now Caicedo went on social media in front of the fans to actually say his goodbye so that he can be released. Do you see? It's like a pattern that keeps following each other. Every single thing that is happening with this team, it keeps following each other. It's just the same square root that just leads to the same thing. They're making so much money, but every single time they have to be pushed by their players. Now, this is what my thoughts is. Firstly, it might be because they are just demanding so much that doesn't make sense. Imagine demanding as much as 90 for a player you sign for 5. That means your return is exactly 85 million pounds. That's your return. That is just too much. It's unreal business. It's business that doesn't make sense. Secondly, I might say that they don't have control in their dressing room. They don't have control. Why do players keep asking for requests, misbehaving so that they can be released? That tells you that they cannot manage their dressing room. As much as they are helping to make stars go to big teams, they are failing to manage those teams because now those players are the ones who are misbehaving, going against them and saying that they want to leave. Why are they not doing, like, for example, Enzo Fernandez? He wants to leave, but he's waiting until the money that was agreed is actually paid for him to go. Why can that happen? It tells you that there is something that is lacking when it comes to Brighton. They need to work on getting that respect from the players because it cannot keep being the same trend that Cucurella did, that Trossard did, and now Moses Caicedo is doing. It cannot keep being the same thing and we say everything is okay at the club. Something has to be done, and they need to get their house in order. I repeat, Brighton needs to get their house in order. They might be doing good business, they might be making so much money, but players cannot keep knowing that this is the things of getting away. There have to be at least a punishment. Banning a player for 2 games to not come to training does not help. There have to be a punishment. Maybe take money out of him. Maybe give him something that they know that the best way is to follow the rules of the club. If you're under a contract with the club, you need to follow the rules and the regulations of the club. We don't want players who misbehave, players who act like Anthony Gordon, who doesn't show up to training, who doesn't do that. It has to come to an end because players have to learn to respect the management, has to learn to respect the owners who are on top, the people who are paying them the money. That's my problems on the player. Secondly, Brighton has to be reasonable. Of all the teams in the Premier League, Brighton has to learn to be reasonable. Sometimes the prices that they're charging for their players is just unreal. It makes it hard for any team to do any business with them. It really makes it so hard. So they have to be reasonable. They have to at least try to demand the money that is above in the limits which other teams can work with. Because sometimes what they're demanding is just too much, and it leads to situations like what we're dealing with right now with Caicedo. I don't know. I want to hear what's your thoughts in the comment section. Is the players at Brighton doing well, seeking transfer requests, behaving, not showing up to the training ground so that they can force the transfer move? Is it the right way, or something has to be done? And also, do Brighton has to change their motto of demanding crazy amount of money for players that they're getting for peanuts? I don't know. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to do me a favor. Click the like button, subscribe to the Connect. And I think we can now certify and say Brighton is a selling club. They buy club players to sell. They are a selling club. Let's certify that. Let's put it in the ink. It's certified. Anyway, people, thank you very much for watching. This has been the Football Connect. Please do me a favor, subscribe to the Connect, the best way you support Sam and the Football Connect. I'll be back again with another video concerning Brighton with a little bit of a problem with my team. So let's get into that video. Please don't forget to watch it after this. I'm out. Peace. Be blessed.